our survey amongst 400 executives globally identified some really interesting and fascinating insights around how corporations are embedding sustainability into the business. This was done over a 9-month period. The United States, UK, Germany, France, Australia, and China, all markets that we have a significant presence in. I think clearly what you're talking really about here is the more short-term pressures. We found that nearly 70% of the people that we spoke to felt that sustainability for them was going to be an important growth vector, and for some of them, an innovation vector.
Right. But you mentioned short-term, John. My worry is that there's always a short-term issue. There's always going to be something. Now, of course, we hope it's not as extreme as a pandemic followed by a war, but some of these pressures building up are not actually anything to do with the pandemic and war, despite what energy secretaries and environmental ministers tell us as well. There's always going to be some form of short-term pressure, whether it be economic or otherwise. That is my worry, John.
Yeah, sure. A couple of things are really interesting here. I think you're probably aware, 60% of the FTSE 100 have signed up to make net zero commitments. And we want to understand what was, if you like, inhibiting them from moving forward and all aligning more around science-based targets, which is the gold standard for accreditation in terms of emissions reduction. In terms of short term, it was fascinating. About half of the people we spoke to said that they felt their organizations were beginning to make trade-offs in the advantage of the long term over the short term when it came to ESG decisions.